Hey there. Thank you so much for saying yes to being a part of my 4-part series on you getting your marketing life together, right? So let's dive into it. First of all, this first video, I really want to help you just with some mindset stuff. And when I say mindset, I mean just get an understanding. Like, what are you doing? What does it look like? Let's stay focused, right? And so I really want us to get a clear picture on some of those elements of marketing. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you here shortly. So just be prepared for that. So let's just have a conversation. In regards to marketing, what I shared in the video that got you here was one of the biggest challenges was, of course, people are overrun with passion and purpose, and they think that that's enough to make their businesses grow. And I wish it was, because I would be on fire, right? I would be a quadrillionaire if that was the case, but it's not. Right? And the truth is, you're not going to be passionate about everything that you have to do in your business every single day. Chances are, if you're watching this, you're not passionate about marketing, but you need to because your bank account says so. Your business bank account says so, or your spouse is looking at you funny because this thing isn't making money yet, right? But they see you on live and, staying up late at night and taking time away from the family to do this, that, or the other, whatever your specific situation is. So I want you to understand first in this first video is that marketing is necessary. And I'm going to be teaching you, as promised, exactly what I did. I'm going to be using a couple different of my pages for confidentiality reasons. I'll be showing you the back end of my mini chat, what that looks like, because I want you to duplicate what I'm sharing. Now, what is this going to cost you? This series is free. The only thing this is going to cost you in the test that I'm sharing is $20. So I'm going to ask you to spend $20 in Facebook ads on this strategy that I'm going to teach you that is very simple. Now, are there tons of strategies? Yes. Do you need to learn all of them today? No. But for today, I'm going to teach you one strategy to help you grow your messenger list so that you can develop relationships with your tribe that doesn't exist yet or that does exist and that you're growing it. And I'm going to show you how you can then duplicate the process that you're inside of right now. All right. So let's get started. So the first thing is you need a couple different things. First of them is you need a fan page. If you don't already have one, you need one. You need $20, right? You need a nice picture and you need a mini chat account. And I'm saying many, MANYCHAT. Okay. So those are the things that you're going to need. You don't have to have the $20 today because that's not how Facebook works. So depending on when you're tuning into this video, and this is something you may or may not know, every single person that has an admin account, meaning you have a fan page or like page or business page, all three of those things mean the same thing. If they can click like on it, it's a business page. They used to be called fan pages when they first came out, then they turned to like pages, and now they're called business pages. So if someone can click the like button and you have followers, that is a business page. Okay. So you have to have a business page. And we're going to go into, and I'm going to screen share here so you can see my screen. Perfect. All right. So first strategy I want to share with you is, let's see here. So the first strategy I want to share with you is a strategy that really is very simple. And I have a demonstration of that right here. I actually ran this recently. Oh, it's running right now, actually. Because the great thing about this is once you find a winner, you can run it over and over and over again. You can run it until next year. If it's still building leads, providing value for you, then there's no reason that it has to go away, right? I've seen things where I've opted and clicked on that literally was 2 years ago, but it just may have popped up in my news feed, right? For whatever reason. All right, so I'm going to continue to scroll down because I want to show you this. Screen seems a little stuck or slow. So let me expand that. And, oh, here we go. All right, so this is what I want you to do. You're going to, there's a couple things. So there's something inside of Facebook, of course, on your fan page. You can post a picture and people can you can post whatever words you want, right? With the inside of the status. So as you can see here, it says hashtag entrepreneur. Would you like my free tools and resource guide that I use in my business? Question mark. It is a one-layered question, not two questions, not a follow-up question, not a long paragraph. One simple sentence, one question. And then I say type yes below and we'll send it to your inbox, like right now, right? That was it. And then there's a picture. Notice this picture has no words. This isn't even an edited picture. That's not even the edited picture because you got all my fat rolls and everything. But that's okay. So just so you know, you don't have to be perfect, right? So let's look at this for a moment because I want you to duplicate this and I'm going to explain to you why this is important. So as you can see here, this has been a boosted post, which means I spent some money on boosting it. And as you also can see, there is a ton of engagement, over 5.4K reactions, so likes, hearts, wows, whatever. And there are a ton of comments, right? I don't know how many. Let's see if we can see how many comments there were. And let me tell you why that's important. And let me tell you how this actually builds up leads. Click the notification instead of the page. So let's go back there and back to that photo. So as you are finding and thinking about what photo you want to use and what question you want to ask your audience and what thing you can give away, right? So what we decided to give away was very simple. It was a guide that we created for a couple years ago, a tools and resource guide. And we actually have it printed in the office and it's electronic. And we actually gave it away at a live event where people can get access to it. And it's a ton of resources, about 16 pages worth of resources, right? And so here's a couple things. I don't know if you notice about this, but everything matters on social. Okay. So again, this is the first part of your videos of the 4. So in this first one, as you can see, I use the feeling. And even though this is an ad, I use the feeling. So it's more personal. So I said, I'm feeling generous, right? I'm giving away something. And so all the people that typed yes, that's actually connected to my mini chat, right? And so I'm showing a mini chat of a page. So as you can see, Epic April is here, but I'm not showing that because I don't want to disclose who my contacts are because I don't want to violate their privacy. So I'm just using a fan page that I don't market on, right? So we produced a film. It's called Unbroken Resilience, and we don't use mini chat on that page yet. So this is a good place because many of you are starting right here, right? Where there's just one active subscriber and that's you. So we actually use something called a growth tool, right? And the growth tool allows you to create an opportunity for when people comment your keyword on the post, it then automatically triggers an opportunity for them to receive your information that you have pre-set up, right? That you've pre-set up. But the first thing is you want to find and make sure you can have a nice picture, very clear, not pixelated, with no words. That's important. Don't get fancy and all of that. Do not do that. Please just be very simplistic with this strategy. All right. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, what can you give away? Now, for those of you like, oh my God, what can I give away? You can give away a couple Facebook Live videos that you've done that are great, that maybe have, great content that you're sharing where you're not selling anything. It's just free content. You're serving through the information. You can give away, you can even say, I found a great article. If you want it and you want me to send it to you, I can send it in your inbox. Again, whatever you're giving away, I need you to hear my words and see my face. It already exists. So this is not about you going to create something else. As a matter of fact, I'm almost challenging you over the next couple of weeks not to create anything else, right? Because you probably already have enough, or you can repurpose what you've already done. All right. So once you do that, then you give people a call to action. The call to action in this is type yes below, right? Just like the video where I said type in solution, right? And you typed in solution, and then you received access to this training. To this 4-part training you received access to. Again, I promised you that I will show you exactly what I did so that you can duplicate the same thing, okay? So now, once you post that, your next step is going to be, you want to be able to then boost this specific post. So you decide what the budget is. But, let me go back. Remember when I said everyone on Facebook, so that has a business page, you also have basically what they call it a threshold, right? So it's a billing threshold. And in that threshold, all that means is how much money can you spend in Facebook ads before they charge you? And everyone has this threshold, right? And so when you have your billing threshold, you can, so let's say it's $50. Let's say it's $500. Let's say it's $5,000. I think mine's is $1,500. So what that means is you can run ads up to your threshold and then they charge you. So let's say your threshold is $250. If you run ads between the first and the last day of the month and you don't go over $250, they don't charge you until you hit $250 or the last day of the month hits, because that's when they charge you. Let's say you go through the first and you hit $250 on the 20th, then they're going to charge you on the 20th at $250. And then you can start over, right? And then your threshold starts over. Now you have more money, $250. And let's say you run an aggressive campaign between the 21st and the 23rd and use up $300, and they're going to charge you on the 23rd, the 24th, that money. So just know that whatever your threshold is, they don't charge you until you hit it. So once you hit it, or once the last day of the month comes when they bill you. Okay. So what does that mean? That means you're not even spending the money yet. If you're strategic with how you do this, that means you can actually run ads and generate revenue from the leads and not even spend any money until you make money. That's why being strategic is so important. So important. Okay. So I just want to say that just so you understand that, because some of you may be saying, I don't have any ad money. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to have it today. But if you're going to run a week campaign and you have a strategy to offer something, then you can make the money in between that time period. So that's just a little sidebar bonus information that I wanted to share, that you don't have to have the money. So back to this ad, because your boosted post is an actual ad. All right. So as you can see, once that happens, then you're going to boost the post. Now I'm going to look here. I'm going to click it. This was already boosted. It says you're currently running a boost for this post, right? So view your active promotions. I'm just going to show you this just so you can see it. It's going to take us to our insights, which is everything. It can be overwhelming, and I don't want you to dive into it right now. I want you to stay here, right? I really want you to stay here. So we already ran this before. I'm rerunning it now, which is why it's showing up as a new post, okay? So these are obviously things that my recent promotions on my Epic April fan page. So this is what we're doing now. I'm running it for 24 hours. We haven't spent any of the money yet, right? But I'm only running a $10 test, okay? And that's for another case study that we're doing. But it's the same thing as this right here. So as you can see, this boosted post, same thing, right? Entrepreneur, would you like my free tools and resource guide? This is how many people it reached. This is the post engagements. And this is the results of what we budgeted, which was $260. Now you may be saying, oh my God, why would you spend $260 on that? Why not? Right? So again, don't get caught up in the $260. Your budget for this test is $20. So stay with me. All right. So as you can see, this is what I want you to see, because do you remember how I get a lead? When people say yes. When people say yes, because all I want you to focus on right now is just this one post. We're not inside of ManyChat. We're not connecting anything yet. I just want you to understand what you're looking at. Okay. So as you can see, when they type yes, what does that do? That triggers the ManyChat to send them the tools and free resource guide. And look at how many comments we have. 544 comments. 544 comments, right? The instruction was type yes, and we'll send it to your inbox. So the people that are responding to this are typing in and they're subscribing themselves to my messenger, right? Which is a bot, basically, to the Facebook Messenger on your Facebook business page. So if you look at that, now let's just say that everyone that commented didn't type yes, okay? So I'll play devil's advocate here. And let's just say that 25% of people didn't type yes. They just said, you look great, or sure, instead of saying yes, right? Now there's a way to get around that, but I'll tell you that later in the next video. So for now, let's take our 544 comments and multiply that by 75%. So we're going to say 75% of people typed yes, and that's 408 people. Now, would you spend 63 cents to gain a new lead? That's what that is, $260. And you divide it by the number of people, 408, that's 63 cents. Would you spend 63 cents for someone to buy a $10 book, or a $97 product, or a $300 coaching program, or to potentially even go into a high-level $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 mastermind? Of course you would. Would you spend $5 to get any of those things? Of course you would. So I just want to break this down just so you can see it, that yes, you would. And I hope this is helping you do, and I hope your wheels are spinning, that you understand that not only would you, but you will be excited about it, and it will make you think through, okay, then what are the next steps? Because what am I actually offering here, right? What am I actually offering? So yes, they get the free tools and resource guide, but what was the purpose of me doing that, right? That was generally a lead builder, right? That was really a lead builder, and that was not leading into another product, right? That's building the list. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to find something that all of your audience could use and will be good content for them that they should pay for, but you're not making them. You're not offering it. You're giving value away for free. They're saying yes. And the call to action is simply say yes. And by saying yes, my audience who opted into this received the free tools and resource guide inside of their messenger. So now I want to show you, now that you understand this breakdown, now I want to show you how does the comments get from one place to the next, and a deeper strategy. So this is the end of video 1. Let's dive into video 2.